at the power forward.
The crowd is assembled here at the Energy Solutions Arena in Salt Lake City, Utah. To cheer on the Jazz. The Detroit Pistons come into this one after the win against Portland.
And if you look at let's go. You're in.
Dang.
Jazz leading by 7. The Detroit Pistons, a proud franchise, of course, from 03 to 08, 6 consecutive trips to the Eastern Conference Finals. And Clark in 2004, the NBA title.
But the rebuild process has had its hiccups, Kevin, its speed bumps, if you will, some questionable free agent signings. There's talent there, but this team hasn't quite figured out how to come together.
And Detroit. Jennings and Meeks in the backcourt. Jonas Jerebko out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Martin in at the 3 spot. Champs checked in for Alec Burks. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yeah, during that break, the head coach of the Jazz had some words for his team. The strategy included running the offense through Burke. That may be a strategy that comes as a little bit of a surprise, but coach is showing a lot of confidence in his ability to produce an outstanding effort today. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks again, Doris.
And you look at the Pistons, some great size and athleticism inside, but they've lacked the high percentage outside shooting to space the floor offensively.
Stolen by Martin. Outside Jennings. He kicks it to Martin. Utah with the rebound. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was some lackluster defense being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got. And, for the Pistons last season, you look at the size and shot blocking ability, and you thought that team would be tougher defensively. But that wasn't really the case. I think it has to be
an almost entirely new group here. Enes Kanter's checked in for Gobert. Trevor Booker comes in for Derek Favors. Champs checked in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Burks in for Hood. Detroit also making some changes. Monroe comes in for Drummond. And it's Jody Meeks in for Martin. Exum and Burks, their backcourt. Enes Kanter is out there with Trevor Booker. And it's Champ in at the 3. That's the group right now for Utah. Lets it fly. And too long on the shot.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebound.
Well, you have to rebound to win, and that's exactly what's happening right now.
You know what? The Pistons go the other way with it. Their last encounter was in Detroit.
And the early foul trouble they got themselves into the last meeting between these two clubs really kind of threw off their whole game, and they never could recover. That was a bad loss.
Exum passes to Champ. There's the block. They recover it. Pistons trail by 5. Augustine dishes to Monroe. Pass to Meeks. Caldwell Pope kicks to Meeks. He feeds it to Caldwell Pope. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jerebko. Rebounded by the Jazz. Kanter's got his 6th rebound on the night. Exum passes to Kanter. They set the screen. Here's Champ. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, a moment now to see the story on DJ Augustine. Well, since the All-Star break, he's been doing some nice work. He's averaging about 14 points a game, 6 assists and 2 rebounds, and he's the leader of that second unit. Great guy to have coming off that bench.
I think it's pretty clear. He might not start, but it's obvious when he's on the floor, the other players are looking to him for leadership.
Burke, he's checked in for Exum. Brandon Jennings, he's checked in for Detroit.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Burke, the pass to Champ. Goes up from the top of the key. That's good. And the Jazz lead by 6. The Pistons have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Jennings with the ball. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. Wide open shot is on the money.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Jazz leading by 4.
Brandon Jennings, you remember, decided to play a year in Italy right out of high school rather than to go to college. He was the first guy to do that once the NBA implemented that 1 year out of high school requirement for the draft.
Clock at 6. Here's Champ. Augustine grabs the board.
And you know why he was open there. They didn't commit too much defense to him, and you can see why. He has trouble making that shot.
Here's Meeks. He's got 6. The dish to Augustine. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And for Brandon Jennings, he didn't play a whole lot while in Rome, but he stayed busy practicing and developing.
Yeah, and it didn't seem...
And a tight game here as we end the first half. It's the Jazz.
Okay, guys, we got a few minutes here. Let's go over a few things before we get going again. I'll start.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping. Utah's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. On the court for the Pistons, Monroe and Drummond there inside. Jennings and Meeks in the backcourt, and it's Martin in at the small forward position. Burke dishes to Cantor. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. For 3, Hayward.
Well, they need a shot or two to fall here soon. They're only 1 of 4 since the break.
Champs checked in for Utah. Exum comes in for Trey Burke. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, Kevin, head coach of the Pistons had some words for his team over the break. He talked to his guys about the importance of functioning as a unit, not as individuals, and on the need to help each other find open shots on the perimeter. He also wants to see a patient offense, work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris. Screen by Monroe. Here's Meeks. Defended by Hayward. No one near Jennings as he lets it fly. From outside off the mark. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Champ, averaging 6 points per contest. To the right side. Here's Exum for the lead. No good. And it's Detroit the other way. Now Detroit moving it up. Tries to keep it alive. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession for the Jazz. Derek Favors.
22 seconds on the shot clock. Substitution on the court.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Burke's the off guard with Hayward at the 3. Trevor Booker is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Burke in at the point. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. 5 on the clock. And here's Jennings outside. Hayward grabs the board. Hayward's got his 4th rebound in this one.
You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so.
Champs checked in for the Jazz. Drops it in from 11 feet. Pistons leading by 6. Jennings kicks to Monroe. Passes it to Meeks. Here's Drummond, and he lays it straight in.
They have got to put a body on it, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Here's Champ. He's guarded by Jennings. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Drummond. Jennings kicks to Drummond. Drummond with a screen on Hayward. Here's Meeks. Outside Jennings. Here's Meeks. Drummond a screen. From the corner. The pass to Monroe. Kicks it out to Jennings. Back to Monroe. Tries again. The shot's good. Jennings making the play.
Assist from
Jennings has got his 5th assist in this one.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Burke, the pass to Hayward. Booker in the post. Covered by Monroe. That's good.
And that's the goal every time down. Just find a high percentage shot.
Pistons leading by 8. Left side, Jennings. Meeks dishes to Jennings. Kicks it to Drummond. And it's Meeks atop the key. Good. Meeks got the lead up to 10 now for the Pistons.
Well, he wasn't phased at all by the bigger man on him. And on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
Outside Jennings. Outside for Martin. Outside Jennings. Clock at 6. Screen by Monroe. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And now a 12-point Detroit lead.
They've built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
Well, he's been splashing everything today.
We've got 1:48 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Out to the right wing. Here's Champ. And it's off from 3-point range. Pistons leading by 12. Jennings kicks to Monroe. Feeds it to Meeks. Fade away. And there's Drummond. That's good on the assist by Meeks. 15 points here for Drummond.
They are not letting up, guys. They just keep coming at him.
And I'd say that to overcome at this point.
We've got 1:28 left in the 4th quarter. Now here's Burke. There's the pick. Pass to Champ. Lets it fly. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Not a good look at the hoop. They've got to do a better job offensively creating some space. And so only one team answered the bell tonight. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Detroit.
You know, Clark, their big advantage was points in the paint.
Well, they pounded that ball inside, Kevin, and operated down low. It worked for them consistently.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
You know, and this gives them a measure of revenge for what happened in the first meeting between these two clubs. That one really did not go their way.
And as interconference opponents, Steve, tonight was their only chance to get that revenge. They won't see each other in the regular season again until next year.
Here's Jennings. Jennings with another miss. They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
No, not at all. Not a real chance of getting back in it at this point.
Yeah.
Steve, you think it's over?
No, it's over. This lead is just too much for them to deal with.
Detroit's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Here's Meeks. And so it's the